90 minutes tour we are getting on. Is this our boat? Oh no. Yeah, we're getting on a Cajun Encounter tour in Slidell. So we'll see how it goes today. It's nice and sunny.
People, when we're getting on the boat, it's a big step down onto the boat. The water is really low, so it's a big kind of drop down.
Here we go.
You excited?
Yes.
How high on your priority list today are alligators? It's up there? Okay. Now, we got to kind of take a couple things into consideration when we're talking about alligators on like the second day of the year, you know, the kind of the dead of winter time. It's not the hottest, sunniest day in the history of Louisiana, right? And we are talking about large, cold-blooded animals that do require some external heat source. Hopefully for us, these clouds will break up a little bit and we'll get some streaks of sunlight coming through. What's working for our advantage though, I mean, it's not a typical winter. I mean, it's still like up in the 60s. So we'll be all right. We're gonna find them. We're just gonna have to work for it a little bit. So that vegetation is a good spot, but these little spikes, as she called them, they're called cypress knees. These little fingers that shoot up. So that like that big tree about 1 o'clock, or the tree straight ahead of us, 12 o'clock. Anytime you get trees with spikes all the way around it, it identifies those trees for you. Those are bald cypress trees. That is our pride and joy. That is our state tree. You can't trim that tree, let alone cut it down. Okay, stop looking at it funny. You can go to jail for that. Just kidding. But that's the root system growing up. It's an aerial root system, these spikes. They grow vertical to give that tree a little extra oxygen that keeps it healthy. Back between us and the bird is an alligator.
Little guy, right there. Right at that tree, looking straight.
You want me to throw something at it? I get paid to throw things at honestly. I can make it easier for you.
I see. Right by the tree, there's a little stump.
Alligator.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yeah.
It's in the water.
It's in the water. They're all going to be in the water.
Nasa tubig. Ayan o.
Do they grow their entire life?
You just see his
Whole
eyes.
life.
Right there by the tree. Kita mo?
So I heard a couple of adjectives when y'all saw this gator here.
Looking for nutria. I think I saw him.
Two alligators actually.
Two alligators.
Look back up into, see how that grass is laid down? There's two giant rats sitting in it. There you go. What's kind of holding everything together? You lose the root structure, you lose the land following. Erosion.
That's
Do
the
they do?
nutria.
I hate to
Sorry,
say this
I'm
while
on
we're
the
looking
boat.
at them, but do they
Kinda
do
a little
small
shaky.
game license for those to control the population
Just a
too?
bounty.
Yeah.
Just a bounty.
Yeah,
Not
we do that in
facing the
Colorado a
camera.
lot too.
Uh-huh.
You
So
can
for
see a
invasive
pair of
species.
them.
I'm gonna throw some food at him here, okay? And it's gonna be
Common.
incredibly anticlimactic. Okay? I'm gonna try to put this like on his nose.
They probably won't even
Put
move.
it in
Huh?
front of his face. Or all he would have to do is open his mouth to eat it. And we'll see what he does, okay? I'm gonna try to put this right on him now. Ready?
Ready?
Eat it!
It's like, no way.
Come on.
He's like,
Welcome to January in the swamp.
so over there. Those are his knees, so those are cypress tree. Vulture on the top there. Looking, scavenging.
It is a native bird, not
And,
migratory,
ooh,
but they're
sorry.
here right now.
Anhinga.
But anhinga
Kita mo,
is a
Anika?
Brazilian word, but devil bird or snake bird is what they're referred to. There's a kind of synonymous, Satan serpent, but you hear?
That's
Kind of
him.
eerie, right? So devil bird. Now, what you can't see on that bird, she got some big old fat, huge duck feet. She moves her neck.
Oop.
Let's see if she can get her a fish real quick. Now, what she
Now
might
he's
do is
trying
go
to-
back to that stump
Swallow it.
and try to see she's getting it lined up. And it's Look at it, still in her throat right now. There it went down.
Hey, swallow the whole
I told you,
thing.
going up and catch it, right? She'll go after some bigger fish, man. She'll go after little bass. What's up, Mama? Good morning. There they go.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Oh, shake him off.
Oh, a little tail
Ah!
feathers up in there. In the front.
That's a bittern.
It's a bitter, yep.
Oh, yeah. That's a bittern. Man, it looks like a piece of
You seen one in there?
grass.
Gator like
Where?
that still needs to be camoed. Still needs to blend in. Okay, he still wants to be with yellow stripes, like this grass behind him is green and yellow stripes, right? So he wants that
I see it
similarity
now.
so that he can survive and he can lay low, right?
A
Off
slough.
of a larger moving body of fresh water. So in other words, we're coming off a river onto a slough. You follow me so far? Kind of simplified. That is not a bayou. Everybody comes down to Louisiana and everybody wants to know what a bayou is. And you will never know what a bayou is by talking to people down here because we call everything a bayou. Now bayous, they can technically look like that. Okay, that could be a bayou, but bayous connect two different bodies of water. That's the defining feature that they would have to have. This slough runs into the woods and dies. It fizzles out. It doesn't lead anywhere. It doesn't connect to nothing. Alright, now my Princess and the Frog fans, okay, y'all that have seen the movie, and the rest of y'all that lied about not seeing it, do you remember Mama Odie? This is, if you don't know, this is the voodoo queen. This is Marie Laveau, this voodoo swamp priestess that lives way back in the woods. All the good music starts with her, all that, right? But in that movie, she's got a magic tree. It's called the wishing tree. You can make a wish on it, it'll come true. Look at that big, beautiful tree straight ahead. The one that's got the bumps and the holes on it, all the limbs, the one that's out on the point, the one that looks like it ought to be in a movie, it is. That's the wishing tree right there. That's Mama Odie's property. And look, I'm gonna pass you right by it too. Y'all on the left side are gonna get a great picture. Y'all on the right are screwed. One way in, one way out, right side. I got you on the way out. Okay, no mutiny. But now look, you're not a Disney fan?
Oh, that's
Fine.
the tree.
I can make
Oh,
this
look
tree
at that limb.
impressive to you for another reason. It is a bald cypress tree. We just finished talking about most of the trees around you are bald cypress trees. That one stands out though. It's got the bumps and the holes and unique features. It's out on the point. It's very recognized, like a landmark, right? Very recognizable tree. But if you can see to the top of it, it's the same height as all these other cypress. They kind of max out around 100 feet. You can't really tell the age of that tree by how tall it is. Look at the bottom of it though. See how, as you get close to the base of it, it extends out, it pushes out almost exponentially, it gets really, really wide really quickly. So big around as that tree is at the bottom, they say that's the oldest bald cypress in Honey Island Swamp. That tree is estimated about 850 years old. White dome-shaped flowers, so does water hemlock. Little white dome-shaped flowers. Man, one will look good on your lasagna, one will kill you in about 30 minutes. Water hemlock's one of the most poisonous plants on the planet, right? And that grows wild up through here in the springtime. Right along with Florida.
So beautiful.
So look, we'll get you right side. All your hopes and dreams will come true in a second. We'll pass you by the tree. Get your picture. One more little tie-in with this tree, though. I like to share with people because I think it's funny. Obviously, this is a Disney movie we're talking about. Something magical happens. They get turned into frogs. If you've ever seen a Disney movie before, you've seen this one too. The main characters hate each other in the beginning, then they fall in love. It's the same script over and over again. It's just a different species every new Disney movie. But in that one, when they fall in love, they get married on one of these branches you're going to pass underneath. So ever since that movie's come out, we've had about a half a dozen couples get boated out here and married right at the bottom of this tree. 100 years ago, you right in the middle of what? Prohibition. You can't definitely can't brew it and sell it off your front porch now. But if you're trying to make a living in a very wild place 100 years ago, you need every source of income you can get. You still need that moonshine money. You need a place to sell your stuff now. That was the place. The sheriff ain't coming out here at night, y'all. And you can tell people, I'll meet you by a lantern, you know, at that really recognizable tree, at the whiskey tree, and I'll sell you the bottle right there. 100 years ago.
All the way down here?
All the way. 100 years ago, if you wanted to get drunk around here, that was the only store still open. You had to come way out here to get your bottle of booze. That's dedication. Okay, it's called alcoholism.
Oh, look at this. That's a big hog. Oh my God. Huge. This tour took us about 90 minutes or more, around a little bit less than 2 hours really. And this is the Dr. Wagner Honey Island Swamp Tour by Cajun Encounter. So I'm not endorsing them. I am not paid to endorse them. I just felt like all the years I live here in Louisiana, this is the best swamp tour I really have. And Dustin, our guide, was very informative, talk about history, all the different plants, and of course we saw quite a bit of wildlife. That's something to be considerate, knowing that it was cold and it was January. Anyway, if y'all like this video, please like, subscribe. Happy travels. Until next time, bye!